touch and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Real talk. She didn't want to say that tonight, but whatever. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight for the Real Talk Wrap-Up Show. Tonight we have a special guest, Nate Gadsden. Thanks for joining us, Nate.
Welcome, Nate.
Welcome, Nate.
Thank you for having me.
For those of you who are not in our area and who aren't aware, Nate is one of many, a bunch of things. So he's a writer, he's a director, he's done many stage plays, he's written screenplays, movies, everything. I mean, there's several things that he's done. I had the honor of working with Nate on a couple projects. So we're going to get into several different projects that he's currently working on, things that he has worked on. So with that said, I'm going to hand it over to Nate so he can let you know what's going on.
Thank you. You're welcome. Again, thank you for having me here. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is what we're doing at PS Artist Studio on Cameron Street. We have something brand new for the Harrisburg area. And anyone else who wants to come in and check us out, I've teamed up with Sean Rankin, the owner of PS Artist Studio, for a Close to the Stage show. And that's on Wednesday nights. We're going to premiere either the last week of May, first week of June. And Close to the Stage, we'll have, we're asking everyone to come in. We're going to be producing some 10-minute plays. And throughout the night at 7 to 9 p.m. on Wednesdays, we're going to have a little food, a little light fare, some dessert. You can bring your own bottle, and be plenty of music. And we'll have our troupe perform throughout that evening 10-minute plays. And they're short. Some of them are funny comedies. Some of them are drama. Some of them have been pre-written by others. I'm going to bring in some of my own material. The goal is to promote artists, actors in the Harrisburg area, in Central Pennsylvania, and also to promote artistry so that folks can have a chance to experience some of what it's like to really have some dynamite performances. What I love about it is that the actors will get a script or 2 scripts a week before, have a week to learn their lines. On Tuesday night, we'll rehearse it, and then on Wednesday, we go live.
Wow.
So that's the, and I'm excited about being able to develop artists and allow some young, old, whoever artists to really show what they have.
So how would somebody, if they were interested in being one of the artists, how would they go about joining your troupe? Okay,
well, we already had auditions to bring in to form the nucleus of the troupe. However, I would suggest someone come down. It's only going to be a $10 admission to get in. Come in, see what we're doing, and if there's some interest, approach myself or Sean that night at a time when we're not busy with the show, and indicate some interest, and we'll talk about some future possibilities, because we won't be limited to just one troupe the whole time. We want to bring some other people in and out.
That's what I was going to ask. So it's going to be opportunity for a lot of people to participate. Yes. It's not just a select group.
Right. We'll have a nucleus of a troupe of a group, but then we want to bring some people in and out. And so yeah, it's an opportunity.
That's very different. A lot of times it's you hear of open mics and different things for poetry, which of course we all support and love to go to, but this is just something totally different than from what I've seen, even in different areas. So it's really. I'm interested. I'm definitely going to support.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, that's you're exactly right. And one who, I started just a couple of years ago in poetry myself. I started poetry myself, and I knew back when I started with poetry, there wasn't a lot to do for poets.
Right.
My brother started something called Nathaniel Gadsden's Writer's Workshop, and that was like 35 years ago. And
it's been that long.
Yes, I can remember when it was me, him, and 2 drunks who came in off the street to get out of the cold. And it was just the 2 of us standing there reading our poetry till we could invite other people in to give them an outlet. So it's sort of the same. I'm glad you said that and that tie-in, because it's sort of the same thing. Give folks a chance to have an outlet and to showcase what Sean is doing. I'm very impressed by what Sean is trying to do here at the PS Artist Lounge.
Right.
You know, and highlighting the arts and what's coming. So
Good. Well, I mean, again, that's very interesting. I'll be here. I'm definitely a supporter of anything local. Is it? I'm assuming is it like a website or something outside of I guess yes 717 and yesyouheardme.com. Sean will have it advertised. Is some type of way to get in touch with you in regards to maybe auditioning or any coming down to support prices because of course we hope to get a good amount of people viewing us, but everyone's not going to see this. So what other ways are you advertising?
Okay, we're going to be pushing things through, of course, PennsylvaniaSean.com, and we're looking at doing all the social media, including Facebook and others, and as well as putting out some hard copies of flyers that will have the general information and not the specific dates, but every Wednesday and that sort of thing.
Right.
So we're going to be putting those out. Our email list, blasts, and other avenues.
Okay.
And I just want to say to folks who might be interested in coming down, I tell folks all the time when I do my stage shows, right now we're shooting, co-producing with Michael Giovanni, Hamilton Street, which is a drama series for the web. And we're shooting, and we're in principal photography now, shooting that. But whenever I cast for things like that, I recruit and then I audition. So when I see people and see what they can do, so this is an excellent opportunity for me to see people, but somebody else might be in the audience.
Right.
You know, everyone doesn't have to perform with just me, with what I do. That's not what I'm into.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so so we'll get the word out as best we can, and hope everyone, hope people will come down and check it out.
Right.
Because oftentimes I hear people say, we need more to do. I know they say in Harrisburg, they say in Lancaster. The question is, do you want more of the same thing to do? And there's nothing wrong with the things you're doing, but, diversify yourself.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, definitely, we'll push you guys on the Real Talk Show. We're going to definitely do that, and we'll support, and we'll make sure we put it on our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram, and if anybody has any questions in regards to that, feel free to hit us up on any of those, any of them, Facebook and Instagram, and we'll be more than happy to give you the information you need. Now, as far as other things you have going on, you have like a spread of things in front of you, so if you want to let the people know what you have.
I just I was asked to bring a couple of things that I'm doing. I have a couple of self-published, and I encourage folks, if you want, some of the most famous authors in the world were self-published before someone else published them. And a few years ago, I published a collection of my poetry, some short plays and some short stories called Traverse, Never-Ending Journey of a Misplaced People. And it's sort of a collection of, I lined some things up, not chronologically in the order that they were written, because some of this goes back to 1974. But in terms of where it is in history, with the history of African American people, and then this is my first novel I self-published called Across the Bridge. Is based on my own experiences coming from uptown Harrisburg to a New England prep school. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We'll do this.
I forgot to give the shameless advertisement. And then 5-Star Publications out of Maryland. I finally got someone who wanted to publish some of my work. And this is from a stage play. I adapted a stage play called The Wrong He's Done. And I developed it in a small stage in Lancaster back in 2009. Brought it to Whitaker, and where I featured Reg Ballard, better known as Bruh Man from the TV show Martin, or Big Man from Bernie Mac, and from the fifth floor. That Bruh Man, who is he's someone that I've been working with and writing with for the past several years. So he comes and he does some things with me. But the book is The Wrong He's Done, and I have that novel out. I also brought, this is a promotional CD of my stage play, Shake Shop, and it takes place in a small diner restaurant. And in it, I sort of pay homage for those who are from Harrisburg, and those who are not from Harrisburg may have places of their own. I kind of play homage to a couple of places that I grew up with. Well, one was the Shake Shop at 6th and Minnick Street, and the other at 6th and Helmington, and right up from where I live was the Helmington Grill. But this is an original stage play, a musical, and that I wrote, and it has 15 original songs. and I wrote the lyrics to all but 2 of them, and then my partner wrote the music to it. And Shake Shop, look for it. It's going into rewrites. We produced it last year. It's going into rewrites now, and I'll be bringing it back to Harrisburg, sometime in the fall.
Cool. I remember that. I remember it was in Lancaster, and I didn't get to see that one, so got to make sure I stay up on when you bring that one here, because I heard it was really, really, really awesome. So, okay. So, I mean, so if someone wants to, these are for sale currently, I would assume. So where can they get these?
At this point, I'm redoing, reestablishing my website. So for the books and for the promotion, this is just a promotional CD with 4 songs. We'll have out the full CD soon. You can, and especially for Close to the Stage is what we're calling the event here at the PS Artist Lounge on Wednesday nights. You can call me, Nate Gadsden, at 717-371-8822. Nate Gadsden, 717-371-8822. Or, as the folks who are much younger than me say, hit me up on Facebook.
And all of Nate's contact information will come across the screen like always. So, I guess that's about it. I mean, I appreciate you coming this evening.
Thank you.
I do. And again, if anyone has any questions for Nate, we've told you several times how to contact us or him or Sean, however you want to do it. But make sure you support what's coming, to Harrisburg. Trying to keep it rolling. You got to, support in order for things to stay. If you don't come, then, it won't stay. So, again, thank you, Nate, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. And thank you.
So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with what we normally are back with, the reality shows, Basketball Wives. Real talk. All right, so we're going to get right into our favorite thing to talk about, Basketball Wives.
Right into it.
Yeah, it was loaded with many different things, but we all know what the whole situation tonight's going to be about. It's that Tammy.
Wait.
There's really no need to talk about nothing else.
Listen. I'm not even a snitch, Tammy. But your ass would have been so locked up over in, where was they at?
Where were they? Tahiti.
Her ass would have been locked so far down in E and F, if they got 1, 2, 3, somewhere over in Tahiti, she would have been done.
Yo,
that was terrible.
I've never seen nothing like that in my life. Like, that was beyond.
First of all, Tammy, you already know me and Ebony's going to swoop you as soon as we see you.
On site.
That's right.
And Dog's going to be in the back.
Yeah, you're getting your head. We pulled out.
You can get the purse from Tammy.
Then you can sue us because we don't even have it like that yet.
Yeah. So you don't have nothing. She can have that whole car payment.
We got you, Keisha, on that.
That was too much.
It was too much.
There is no way, and they say I used to be a bully. I was aggressive, but there's no way.
That made her rethink her being a bully.
There's no way
I talked to her about it
that I would have jumped on somebody that I clearly knew. Before I even said, when you turned the chair around, she walked up.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have jumped on her.
She fled. She left the scene. She already
you was supposed to beat up Evelyn.
Like
That's when you're supposed to fight Evelyn, because you see she stood up to you.
And when you see Evelyn crying, you know it was something serious. She just went too far. Tammy, is something really wrong, and Keisha was right. She's delusional. She says that she didn't take the purse, like to take it from her, but she was taking it because nobody else would have picked it up, and she wouldn't have had her purse. Yo, that was really some throw off.
I would have cussed.
I don't understand.
I would have cussed her up one side and down the other if she would have said that to me. She was so scared talking about say please for your pocketbook.
Say please?
I would have got beat up over that.
So I mean,
that is really some.
Yeah,
that was sad.
And honestly, a lot of people, like seriously, like we do the whole real talk, the reality, but a lot of people are like off of that show because of that. Like she went.
You can forget it with Kevin Hart, and he's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. He's not going to debut you on nothing else. You're done.
Yeah, like
and I saw on AOL where Shawnee now has a disclaimer on the show that there'll be no fighting anymore on Basketball Wives.
Shawnee,
somebody should have punched her in her face.
They should have. The
bully came right back.
Exactly.
No, but Shawnee,
she needs a
because
they're getting a lot of backlash from that.
They really are because it's making it seem like it's okay. That's what it is. I mean, although this is why we watch it because it's entertainment, but she really goes and like Tammy. She went too far this time. Like she went way too far. She took the purse. Then she's telling her, come get it. Then she goes. Then once she goes into the girl's room, she's still pretty much bullying her by saying, "Say please," or "Did you ask for your purse back?" Like, come on.
Why would you go up there and tell them people that stole your purse.
And like she didn't steal it, she took
you
it.
did.
Yeah.
She said, "I just wanted my things." That girl, how far was the flight? Was it 27 hours?
That's what she said. 27
Oh,
hours.
20
If she would have had my
27
iPhone,
flight.
guess what? Hair would have got pulled. I would have got the shit beat out of me. Guess what? She would not have had that.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
phone?
you wouldn't have touched the iPhone.
Please.
Everything would have changed the moment she took
Everything.
the purse.
Listen,
The phone was in
everything.
there.
Then she said she has no code on her phone.
And
Why
look
you
and
look
look
at that
through all her
girl's
text
phone?
messages. Violation. I mean, it's
Oh,
she's
that was
wrong. She's not
terrible.
going to admit it because that's just not what she does. I know because I saw on Instagram they already did the reunion show. I cannot wait to see what she makes up because she's going to flip it. Like Tammy has issues, and whoever her psychiatrist is, they're not doing the job. I mean, I'm assuming it's different levels. You would know this. Like, is it different levels of like help you can see? Like, I know you can go to a counselor, but it has to be different
Like
levels.
But this
Right.
is
It is different
This
levels.
is it. She
She
could have been
needs
abused.
medication.
She could have
That's
been
what she
raped.
needs. Oh, she
whatever
on medicine.
whatever
It ain't
happened
working.
to her, clearly it doesn't matter because she's still displaying like terrible behaviors. Come on.
It's no progress. Like it's and you know her
She don't even want
her
that.
biggest thing is when she drinks. Like I think that's what.
But
it
she
sparked something in
took
her.
that swig and she wanted to
did.
go in.
Yeah.
So she
She did.
it
She
hit
took
her
it. Nobody
instantly.
made her take
It was
it.
like she took a blast, or it was like she, you know,
Said
had like
it was insulin.
damn, did it go straight to her brain?
Yo, as soon as it she
Yeah,
dropped
she
her
turned that
head,
tear
her
around, she was like-
eyes.
No, that was an excuse. She wanted to do that.
And it's
No,
I
but
think
you
it's
could
an
see the
attention
alcohol,
thing. It's an
definitely.
attention thing.
Yeah, but she wanted to.
It progressed.
And this is the wrong time to be a bully. I mean, you know, y'all had your time.
No, but
It's a wrap. I mean,
Wow.
because it's too many people dying from bullies and killing themselves. So you can't do it, and they're not going to allow it. Like for
Yeah,
her
they
show's
give
going to
them
get
too much
shut
money
straight
for that.
down. For real.
they are.
Like yeah, she's going to have to and then okay, because we could talk about Tammy all day. But what about the prank? What was this? Was that
Oh,
funny?
with the fish.
What was funny about that? And
Nothing.
what grade do you usually stop doing things like that? I thought that was
Yeah.
around 6th, 7th
Right.
grade. You take dead fish, which I
What
wouldn't have touched.
What's the saying? Act your
And-
age,
oh.
not your shoe size.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Like they put all the fish all over the room, and it's supposed to be funny. It's just a joke. Like I don't see the humor in it. I don't know what's going to happen, any of that. But first off, like you said, and it was a real valid point. What happens? Like you're ruining. This is someone's hotel. You see what I'm saying? Resort.
Yeah, and you putting
Yeah, so
fabulous
fish,
resort
they
at
can
that.
kick you
Squid
out.
and stuff.
They can tell you. You can't
in
just
crevices.
Yeah, in holes like they said they'll never
Yeah.
find it. And then Shawnee playing the good girl and.
Didn't want to touch nothing.
Yeah, staying in the back, but you was there and you was down with the whole little plan. You just didn't want it to show.
The ugly weave in the background.
The weave was ridiculous, but I don't know. I think it's just starting.
But
it's
why
starting
didn't
to
they
go too far.
Shawnee or Evelyn didn't even tell Tammy like how wrong she was. They was even scared of her. Did y'all people that? That was terrible.
I don't know.
They wouldn't even say. They was like the girl was scared.
Yeah,
and,
they
like they
didn't-
wouldn't
they
tell
didn't go
her
in hard on
right,
her.
Right.
what they should have told her. And but
They
she
did.
knew
They kind of
because
water it down when they're talking to her. Like
Right.
it's kind of still a joke. Yeah.
but she knew because you saw her by herself. They didn't want to fool with her after that.
When she was staring
Yeah.
out into the, yeah.
They didn't
was that
even take her
supposed
to
to be?
Smoky
Reflections?
Dolphin or nothing.
And that probably was edited sometime. But that's probably when they first got there. It was just, all of it was out of pocket. And like honestly, Shawnee, and I don't know what happens when the cameras go off, but she should have had a talk with Tammy, Evelyn, all of them. You can't be on here like people are still going to watch, but you can't just bully somebody. You don't take nobody's purse. Like you just can't do it. It's not okay. You
That
never
was
can
so
justify it. Yeah. So it's just.
Well, she's gonna feel it. She's gonna, a lot of people said they're not gonna watch it. They're not gonna support it next season. or
Yeah,
whatever, so.
Facebook was like flooded
But
with
we know that's a lie.
people saying,
Oh, I
they're
don't
done
know.
with the show.
I don't know.
So I mean, we're gonna watch it. Obviously,
that's a
it's just
lie.
what we do.
That's
but
a whole lie. They're gonna
Well,
lie
we'll
to
see
it.
next season.
you think people still
Yeah.
gonna be supporting
We'll
and
see.
stuff?
We'll see.
They lying. They just saying it right now because they was upset with her at the moment.
It's entertainment. It is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I guess they get their point across as far as entertainment, but it's starting to just be too much. I don't know. It's only a few shows left, so only so much can happen. The whole Jennifer and
And
Kenya.
that is so. And Jennifer and Evelyn, that is so tired. That whole
Nobody
thing is
cares
tired.
anymore.
Yeah.
It's pretty much
No.
a wrap with them.
Jen is so done.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, you
Let it
mean
go.
over?
She's just
over
it.
Evelyn.
Like, please, are you serious?
Well, maybe the whole Evelyn thing, like Evelyn seeing how girly Keisha was feeling, and maybe that kind of made her look at it like I'm gonna just fall back from Cause she keeps dwelling on it, you know. But maybe she'll fall back because it just starts to be enough. Like if you're not cool with her, she's not cool with you, then just let it go. Like you don't have to be friends for life. It's seasons. It's over for y'all. It's a wrap. So I don't know, but we'll be tuned in. We'll see what happens on the next show. I didn't even really catch the preview. You know, I don't even know what it's about, and I don't really want to know.
Jen
shows up.
They at dinner, yeah. And Evelyn wasn't at dinner, but then she comes to dinner. Like she's gonna force her to talk to her.
Yeah.
Evelyn's gonna force Jen to talk to her.
She's gonna try to force
Yeah,
Jen
she's
to
gonna
talk
try
to
to
her.
force her to talk to her.
Like in a more positive way.
I don't know. We'll
know.
see.
Yeah. So we will.
It's clearly Evelyn that's pressed about Jen now.
Exactly.
It's been that way the whole time.
Yeah, it's flipped.
Yeah, it's been that way the whole time, and that's why she's so upset because she's not giving in. She's over it, but you know.
Yeah,
so
she's
we'll
totally
see.
over you. They'll try to do everything, slap her in the face, hit her upside the head with a bag. I mean, come on, the girl, she's not fooling.
She don't care.
She said y'all a bunch of animals. So.
All right. Well, with that said, we're gonna end the show. Hopefully, you know, if you guys have any comments, you'll leave them like you have been doing. That's it. That's all. So hit us up. We'll see y'all next week, same time, same place. Real talk. That's it. So we'll see you next week. Real talk.